What's going on, guys? It's your boy Mars back with another Clash Royale video. And guys, in today's video, we got to talk about the Earthquake because this is just getting ridiculous. Guys, the Earthquake is so obviously overpowered and broken in Clash Royale right now. Definitely let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Should it be nerfed? Should it be like reworked? I really think they need to nerf it. I think pretty much all it needs is just a nerf on its tower damage, because guys, if you look at some of the other spells in the game, the Fireball at tournament standard does 172, and guys, the Earthquake is one less elixir than the Fireball, and it does 174, so 2 more damage than the Fireball. This just really makes no sense to me. It does about as much damage as a poison, and it does more damage than a Fireball. It just makes no sense that a spell that's 3 elixir does more damage than the Fireball, which is kind of like the staple spell in the game that's 4 elixir. And just for comparison's sake, the arrows are also 3 elixir, and they only do 93 damage to a tower. So guys, pretty much the Earthquake does about double the damage as arrows to a tower, and I get that arrows hit air too, but the Earthquake also has its special building effect where it just destroys buildings. So I think when you're using a card that can destroy a building and it just does more damage to a tower than a Fireball even, it's just so obviously overpowered. And in this first game over here on this ladder gameplay, I was actually playing against someone who had Earthquake, but he had a bit of a heavy deck, so he wasn't really able to abuse the Earthquake cycle like a lot of Hog Earthquake players or like Minor Earthquake. There are so many Minor Wall Breakers decks with Earthquake going around that are just so annoying to play against, guys. Trust me, guys, there's nothing more annoying than going into a game, playing great defense, and barely letting them get any damage with any of their cards, except for the Earthquake, obviously, because you can't stop that. But I can't tell you how many games I've been in where literally it'll just start and they'll like cycle a log on my tower or something, and then I'll play like a knight in the back or something and they'll just Earthquake it in single elixir. It's to the point where you can literally just drop an Earthquake on your opponent's tower and hit nothing else but their tower in single elixir, and you can just keep playing Earthquakes, and it's only 3 elixirs, so you can't really punish it. I just think if you're going to have a spell that does as much damage as the Earthquake and is as effective as the Earthquake, it really needs to be 4 elixir, because then it's much more of an overcommitment, and you can't just like Earthquake nothing and get away with it so much. And guys, trust me, this isn't just me making a video complaining about a card I don't like. I wouldn't be making this video unless I really thought that it was actually overpowered and broken, and I've heard complaints from so many other people in the YouTube community, and just like everyone seems to hate Earthquake right now. And obviously there's a lot of people taking advantage of how broken it is, and when I'm on ladder, it's pretty much either just Skeleton Barrel or Earthquake or Mega Knight. It's one of those 3 is gonna be in the opponent's deck, and it's really just getting old at this point. And guys, Supercell said they were doing balance changes every 3 months now, and I think that's way too long personally. They should be doing minor balance updates every single month, because the Earthquake is so broken. And like, imagine just having arrows in your deck and just repeatedly arrowing your opponent's tower and hitting nothing else. Now obviously that wouldn't work because the arrows aren't broken and they don't do that much damage to a tower, but the Earthquake does about as much damage as 2 arrows, so you can pretty much just Earthquake cycle and get away with it. I was playing against a Hog Earthquake player on ladder yesterday, and I only gave him 1 hog hit for the entire game. 1 hog hit that does about 380 in terms of damage, but I actually watched the game back through, and he was able to Earthquake my tower 8 times. 8 Earthquakes on max ladder does about 2,000 damage. And if he had Fireball in his deck instead of Earthquake, this just wouldn't have worked, because all the times where he just Earthquaked nothing and just Earthquake my tower in single elixir when nothing else was around it, if that was a Fireball instead, he just wouldn't be able to get away with that, because it's much easier to punish 4 elixir. But when someone just cycles an Earthquake on your tower and hits nothing else, they usually have enough elixir to play defense still. So yeah, guys, I pretty much just need to make this video and share my thoughts on the Earthquake. It's so broken. They need to reduce its tower damage probably by like 25% or so. Again, it does 174 to a tower at tournament standard, and the fireball does 172. I personally think Earthquake should do like 100 or like 120 maybe. The log does 72 tower damage at tournament standard, and obviously the log is 2 elixir, the Earthquake is 3, so I think it would make a lot of sense if like the log does 72 and the Earthquake does 100 or maybe 120. But 174 damage for 3 elixir when you can literally just cycle it on your opponent's towers is obviously broken. I don't know how it's been like this for so long, and honestly I don't know how it took this long for people to realize how broken it is, because it's only been in like the past week or so where I've just been playing ladder and basically every other deck is just Earthquake, Earthquake, Earthquake. That's all I see anymore pretty much. Even decks that don't really synergize too well with Earthquake, like I'll just see random decks that are like Skeleton Barrel Earthquake with like a Musketeer and like a Witch or some other weird stuff. You can pretty much just throw Earthquake into any deck if you have it maxed out and just hop on ladder and it'll work. But anyways guys, once again, let me know down in the comments below what you think about Earthquake. I really think it needs a nerf. But yeah guys, if you made it this far in the video, make sure to smash that like button and click the subscribe button as well. Doing those little things takes like 1 or 2 seconds, but it benefits my channel tremendously and I really appreciate it. But yeah guys, that's gonna wrap it up for today's video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with a Clash of Clans video, and in a couple days with another Clash Royale video.